by the Baptist Choir. Kenny, I'll tell you what, you can't ask for more atmosphere. And what a great event. It's just one of those nights when you feel good about Atlantic City. Forget about all the negativity, all the problems, the squabbles, and everything else. This is a night when you're proud to be from Atlantic City.
Absolutely, Chuck, and I'm proud to say I went to Atlantic City High School, and everybody here has pitched in, and it's just an outstanding event, Chuck.
And you can feel the pride in the building, can't you, Kenneth?
Absolutely, and I'd just like to bottle this up because I'd like to see this back again in May.
Kenny Gross walked in here, the Seagull owner. His eyes got big when he saw what kind of crowd will come out for basketball here.
Cheerleaders at both ends, Chuck. The Greyhounds, as you're looking at the screen, the Greyhounds to the right, and the Viking cheerleaders under the basket to the left. And this has developed into a real big-time rivalry.
Yes, it has. And now we'll have the Pleasantville starting lineup. Conrad Burnside.
Conrad Burnside coming out now, number 34. Jerry Fuller, number 42, also coming out now.
Jerry Fuller.
And there's William Pappy Ames, number 43, who's the heart and soul of this team, Chuck. And the last one out, I didn't get the name of the last player out, and their numbers are not, but we'll pick that up when they come out on the floor.
And now we'll have the starting lineup for the Atlantic City Vikings, and this place is ready to explode, Kenny. They're ready tonight. Mo Griffin, of course. Kenny, tell the viewers why he's got his arm in a sling.
He had rotary cuff surgery. He evidently, when he was at his other school, he was leaning down to open the door, and somebody hit him with a book bag accidentally, and he's had problems, and he had rotary cuff surgery, and he'll be in that sling for probably another month. And that was number 40 out there you saw.
There's Kareem.
I think that's Hakeem Saunders. I think his number has been changed to 40, Chuck.
Mike Preston coming off a 2-game suspension.
Yes.
Hakeem Saunders is going to wear 40 tonight.
Yes.
There's big Sean Deviney, and they need him. Taking it active early, the Vikings do.
And there's the new addition, Rashad Kirkland, a 6'4" junior, has been ineligible, came back the 1st of February, and he's now worked his way up into that starting lineup for the Vikings.
And there you see the Vikings in the middle of the floor, getting ready.
And there's Lamar Clark.
Act.
I think Lamar Clark was right in the huddle that time.
Big Lamar Clark on the floor as we're ready for the final episode of the 1997 Battle by the Bay. Ken, we're going to have a special ceremony here. William Ames against Hampton scored his 1,000th career point. And William Ames at center court is being presented the ball from Ken Leary. There you see it.
Nice tribute and a fine place to have it, Chuck. A packed house, 2,000 plus in this building tonight. And a nice tribute to William Pappy Ames on his 1,000 point achievement. Doesn't happen to an awful lot of high school players.
And a classy move. Atlantic City coach Mo Griffin went over and congratulated him, Ken. And Mo Griffin, a little bit of pressure on him. Ken, you know, they're 0-5. He needs a victory in this battle by the Bay.
Well, maybe they'll get over that hump tonight. The performance last night was a little subpar, and I think Coach played without Mike Preston, and Coach Griffin, I'm sure, was a little bit upset, and they came out a little bit intimidated after that first period. Things changed for them, though. They played them pretty even, but they were down at the end of the first period by 16 points and never really recovered.
All right, we're getting ready to jump it up. Sean Deviney will jump it up against William Pappy Ames. So William Ames jumps it up at center.
A little bit of a height advantage to the Vikings.
Top comes down to Atlantic City.
And I'll tell you, Pleasantville will try to up the tempo. They will try to up the tempo and get this into a running game. They'll do a lot of double teaming, a lot of trapping, probably go into some pressure defense to up their, get it into their tempo.
Harris loses it, stolen away. Here come the Greyhounds. William Ames has it in the corner. Almost a steal that time. Fleming inside, shot up and good. Shot up and good that time, Kenny, by Everett Fleming.
He's a 6'2" junior.
Now we have a turnover.
Officials check for tonight are Lenny Corbett out of Millville and Bruce Campbell, veteran official from this area, local official. Both do outstanding jobs, and they're going to have their hands full here tonight.
Ames drives the lane, losing it inside. Sean Deviney has it for the Vikings. Sean Deviney double team, they get it out to Hajim Saunders. Saunders in the open floor. Saunders in the corner to Harris. Harris for three. Up, no good. Rebound comes down to the Hounds. Conrad Burnside brings it down. Burnside on the floor. Gets it to Ames. William, Pappy, Ames shoots an air ball. Rebound comes down and a foul. Everett Fleming fouled, and he's going to go to the line, Ken.
Got a little bit of jitters, Chuck, and shot that one a little bit short, but you can bet that he'll be ready to go. That foul, I think, was on number 40 for the Vikings. 44, that's Deviney's first.
First foul on Big Sean Deviney. At the line for Pleasantville, number 21, Everett.
I thought it was on 40, and they said 44.
Kenny, this Pleasantville team very quietly this year has played itself into more than respectability. They played St. Augustine to a 3-point game down there in Richland, and I know Kenny Leary felt that he should have had a goaltending call at the end of that game against Andrew Sullivan.
I talked to him last night. He was still talking about it.
Still talking about that. Fleming makes one of two. 3-0 Greyhounds.
And there's that pressure. They're going to double team the ball and try to up the tempo here.
Saunders breaks the double team, trips, and travels.
And he can't dribble through that drop. He's going to have to pass the ball. I think Coach Griffin is trying to tell him that.
And Atlantic City's going to take a timeout on the floor here with 6:31 left. It is Pleasantville 3, Atlantic City nothing. We'll be back right after this. The Pleasantville Greyhounds, they lead at 3-0. Harris applies some pressure for Atlantic City.
We got some number changes here, Chuck. I believe 15 for Pleasantville is Terrence Ames. We had him as 13, so we'll get that corrected here as soon as we can. But we're on the opposite side of the floor, so if we make a mistake here, we apologize.
There's a blocking foul against Michael Preston. A block foul against Preston. Pleasantville really up for this game. Kenny Leary's been thinking about this game. They originally wanted Atlantic City to play St. Anthony, but Kenny Leary said, I want to play Atlantic City. I'm not coming.
That's exactly right. He said if he didn't play Atlantic City, he wasn't coming over here.
Coming over. Conrad Burnside has it knocked away, Ken, by Rashawn Kirkland, who I know they expect big things are from this program. He just received his eligibility. Ames in the lane. Preston on a steal. Hashim Saunders gets it up to Kirkland. Kirkland in the open floor. He scores. Kirkland scores 3-2. Atlantic High. Here's Ames. Terrence Ames down the other way. What a shot! Oh, baby! Terrence Ames with a reverse layup, and he draws the foul. Wow. Oh! And that brought the Greyhound crowd to life.
Sure did.
Let's watch it again, Ken. Terrence Ames underneath with the reverse, and he draws the foul.
And that foul was on Rashid Kirkland.
5-2 Pleasantville. Ames tries to complete the three-point play, and he does. Terrence Ames converts the three-point play. 6-2 Pleasantville. Pleasantville pressure. Greyhounds, of course, defending state Group 2 champions. They throw it over to Harris. Harris on the baseline. Puts a shot up, he draws the foul. Reed Harris with a good move on the baseline. Draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots, Kenny.
So that was a real nice defensive play, but he got a little bit of his body, and that's the first foul on Pleasantville, and that's on Jerry Fuller, his first, and of course the team first.
Marine Harris at the line for Atlantic City. Pleasantville out early, 5-2. Harris makes the first, he'll get another. Second shot up and good by Harris. 5-4, 5:58 left in the first. This is
Atlantic City goes into their version of the trap press, Chuck.
They get it down inside, shot up, no good. Rebound, fought for. Burnside comes down with it, loses it. Ames puts it up, no good. Rebound, fought for again. Happy Ames, William Ames has it out, and the Hounds will set a three-point shot up and good, and a foul! Oh, baby! Conrad Burnside. Hey, Kenny, did he call bank on that?
That's a
chance at a 4-point play.
Yes. Free ball in the side pocket, Chuck.
Conrad Burnside hits it. Let's watch it again, Ken. Ames gets it. Gets it out to Burnside. Burnside puts it up off the back of the backboard and in.
Team Saunders that time.
Shot up and good. 10-4. Pleasantville. Michael Preston brings it up against pressure. He's double teamed. Gets it up to Kirkland. Kirkland scores. Sean Kirkland hits to make it 10-6. Pleasantville. Loose ball on the floor. Harris has it. Kareem Harris going to take it in, and he jams. And they're going crazy here on the dunk by Kareem Harris. 10-8. Pressure and a foul. Foul on Preston. That's his second. They like that dunk by Kareem Harris, Kenny. That brought the crowd to life. Second foul on Preston, though, there. And they need Michael Preston.
Coach Leary wanted the kick on that. It came off the...
Let's watch the dunk.
It came off his foot, but he did not get it.
And that set this building off. We're back live action. William Ames will inbound right in front of us. Gets it out to Everett Fleming. Everett Fleming drive. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound fought for in the lane. Sean DeVenny comes out to Kareem Harris. Harris back to DeVenny. He goes in and he's fouled. He's fouled hard that time. That was like Conrad Burnside.
It was a good foul, Chuck. He had an easy layup, so at that point he took the foul and figured he's going to make him earn his 2 points on the foul line.
I think Sean DeVenny will go to the line for the Vikings. 6'8" junior. 10-8, DeVenny can tie the game. And Ken, there's another DeVenny waiting to come up into this program, isn't there?
He's a freshman, Chuck. It's going to be as big as his brother, from what I understand.
First shot by DeVenny, around and out. He'll get another. Sean DeVenny at the line. Second shot is good. 10-9. Pleasantville, 5:02 left. Ames back to... They get the ball up. Burnside with a drive up. No good. Rebound Harris. Here come the Vikings. They got Kirkland. Harris gets it to Kirkland. And he goes in and scores. Kirkland makes it 11-10 Atlantic City. Ames. Burnside back to Ames. Ames is clobbered by Sean DeVenny.
That's going to be his second, I believe, isn't it, Chuck?
That is his second, and both DeVenny and Preston now have 2 for Atlantic City. Let's watch the replay of Kirkland taking it in.
That was a good call, Chuck. DeVenny just stepped sideways and really knocked him on his feet. You'll see him step in right there.
Good call. Good call that time. On the floor, it will not be a shooting foul.
That's their 6th, Chuck, so Pleasantville will be in the 1-1 early in the first period.
Shot up the rim, no good. Jerry Fuller on a drive. It'll stay here. It'll still belong to the Pleasantville Greyhounds. 4:36 left in the first, 11-10.
And Andre Kirkland enters the game, brother of Rashid. Andre is a freshman, 6'4", and a lot of things are expected out of him.
A lot of young players in this Viking program. Burnside to Ames. Ames for 3. Up, no good. Rebound. Pleasantville has it. Burnside from the top of the key. Rolls it around. Out, no good. Rebound, Ames. William Pappy Ames puts it up, no good. Rebound, comes down. It's fought for. A mad scramble. Shot up, no good again. Pleasantville getting chances. They can't put it in. They got a jump ball.
They let him play in there, Chuck.
Jerry Fuller throwing to the board. Strong cannon. Do you think this game doesn't mean anything to these two teams?
They let them play.
That's Bruce Armstrong, correct, Ken?
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell. He worked this game last year, I think.
Yeah, very good official, Chuck.
Really good official. You got to be good to draw this game. William Ames into the lane. Dishes it off. It's up and good. Up and good. Everett Fleming off the dish from Pappy Ames. And it's 12-7 Pleasantville. There's Preston in the open floor. Has it stolen by Burnside. Pleasantville has numbers. Conrad Burnside to Terrence Ames. He puts it up and in. 14-11 Pleasantville. Machine Saunders over to Mike Preston. Preston throws it down to Harris. Harris for three. In and out. Rebound Kirkland. He's fouled. Rashad Kirkland got the offensive rebound. Rashad Kirkland, pardon me. And he'll go to the line now for two shots with his team down by three.
That's the first team foul on Terrence Ames. They'll shoot two, but that's only the team third.
Only the team's third, so Atlantic City already. Kenny has six. Kirkland at the line. First shot up and in. You know, last year Pleasantville, really in a 24-hour span in this invitational, Kenny beat Shawnee and Atlantic City. Pretty tough task to do in less than 24 hours.
But I'll tell you what, those teams don't come along very often with the high caliber players that Coach Leary had, and both on the court and off the court. They come around once in a great while.
Kirkland makes two. 14-13 the Greyhounds, 3:32. Rob Suter into the game now for Mike Preston. Rob Suter, good outside shooter, Kenny. Transferred over here from Holy Spirit.
Chuck, and we better be nice because we got
a lot of suitors around
right behind us.
That's right. We got a lot of suitors here. I better be careful. They get it down to Fleming. Conrad Burnside drives the lane, goes up for a hard drive to the basket, and is fouled by Kirkland.
And that's
Conrad Burnside.
And that's Kirkland's second, Chuck, and they're getting a little foul trouble. Kirkland has two, Preston has two, and Deviney has two, and that's their strength inside.
Leonard Dozier coming off the bench for Kenny Leary. Kenny Leary had to fight to get some kids eligible, Ken. That was quite a controversy. They passed a rule, and he fought that rule and won. And it was an eligibility rule. Burnside makes the first. I'll get another. I want to clarify that. They wanted kids to declare their intentions to play sports at a much earlier date.
Yes.
And a lot of the kids apparently weren't aware of it.
It wasn't an eligibility thing. It was
an in-school eligibility.
Yes.
In-school sign-up. That ball thrown away, out of bounds. Atlantic City will retain possession. Andre Kirkland, the freshman, will inbound.
And here comes the other freshman into the lineup, Torrey Cavalieri for the Vikings. So they now have two freshmen on the floor.
Cavalieri, we've watched him this year on Suburban, really like his overall game. Knocked out of bounds, it was still belong to Atlantic City. 15-13 Pleasantville, 3:10 left in the first period.
And we said this was going to be a barn burner, and it has every indication.
This would be the closest of all the games. Suter, head fakes, Rob Suter running one-hander, he hits it! Robbie Suter ties the game at 15.
And a lot of applause behind us.
Behind us, the entire Suter clan. Everett Fleming puts it up and in. 17-15. Pleasantville wants to look to push it up here.
Yes, so that's their tempo. Run, and then run some more.
Kirkland on the baseline, up, no good. Rebound, comes down to Pleasantville and a foul. Foul's going to be on Rashard Kirkland.
And that's his third, and that's a bad sign, Chuck. He has 8 points in his first quarter already, and he's going to have to come out of the game and probably have to sit the rest of this first period and second period.
Atlantic City in some early foul trouble here, Ken. Preston has two. Deviney has two, and Kirkland has three.
And Kirkland has been their leading scorer in their last 2 or 3 games, and by far the leading scorer here tonight.
Hakeem McCoy off Mo Griffin's bench. Loose ball, fought for. Pleasantville has it. Burnside puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down, shot up, no good. Out of bounds, it'll belong to Pleasantville. Jerry Fuller hitting the board hard for the Greyhounds, Ken.
There's a lot of banging on those boards. There's 3 or 4 people up on every rebound contesting it.
Here's Dozier. Leonard Dozier working against Rob Suter. Firm side for three. Up, no good. Rebound, Rob Suter. Suter gets it over to Hakeem McCoy. Back to Robbie Suter. Looks for the three, gives it to Harris. Wide open look. Up, no good. Rebound, Pleasantville.
And there's that freshman, Andre Kirkland, battling in there. Finally, they get it over the other way.
To Fuller, Jerry Fuller. Fuller looks for Dozier in the high post. Doesn't get it to him. Everett Fleming. Fleming on McCoy. Fleming drives, runs over Cavalier, but a foul on Torrey Cavalier. He's going
to reach in on Cavalier. That's his first.
Bruce Campbell with the call.
And that's a team ninth, I believe, Chuck. They'll shoot 1 and 1, but on the next one, they'll be shooting 2, and they'll have the entire second period, plus a minute 43 in this period, shooting 2 shots from the line.
Everett Fleming at the line for the Pleasantville Greyhounds. Up, no good. Rebound. McCoy out to Kareem Harris. Harris looks over to Mo Griffin. Let's see what the Vikings run here. They trail by 2 with about 90 seconds left in the first period here. And the battle by the Bay live on Suburban Cable Channel 2. Steal. A steal by Fleming in the open floor. Fleming takes it to, passes off inside to Ames. No good. Here comes Hakeem McCoy out to Harris. Harris has the wide open look. He hits. Kareem Harris hits a 3. And Atlantic City leads at 18-17 with a minute 8 left in the first period. Here's William Pappy Ames on Harris. Wayne Ames with a crossover dribble. Down to Fleming. Fleming puts it up and in. Everett Fleming puts it up and in. 19-18 Pleasantville. Kirkland over to Rob Suter. Rob Suter spots up for the 3. Up, no good. Rebound to Torrey Cavalier. In the corner, Harris for 3. He hits! Kareem Harris on fire here early for Atlantic City. 21-19. They get it down to Fleming. Everett Fleming drives baseline, puts it up and draws the foul.
I think that's going to be on Harris, Chuck.
And Kenny, I'll tell you what, these teams are pushing it up and down.
Sure, that's a tempo that I know Kenny Leary wants. I don't know if Mo Griffin wants that tempo, but he can go 8 to 10 deep on that bench, and it looks like Kenny Leary can also go 8 to 10 deep, so this is going to be a run and gun. In fact, the other night, I think the Pleasantville beat Wildwood, was it? They both had over 100.
I'll tell you what, you watch the All-Star game tonight, maybe people are tuning in. You watch this game, the tempo, probably the same. Of course, the talent level a little different. Whenever Fleming makes one, he'll get another. 6'2", junior guard. Ames back into the game now. He'll replace Joey Fuller for the Greyhounds.
And that's Marquette Winters in number 33 for the Vikings.
For Kareem Harris, who played well in the first period for Mo Griffin. 36 seconds here. You see the clock in your screen. That's the amount of time left in the first period. Fleming at the line, rolls it in. We're tied at 21. 35 seconds left. McCoy to Cavalieri. They play catch against the Pleasantville pressure. Cavalieri brings it up to Kirkland. Kirkland on the baseline. Offensive foul on Andre Kirkland. On Andre Kirkland. Pleasantville will get it with 26.2 seconds.
And I'm sure they'll probably hold for 1, Chuck.
They get it to Leonard Dozier. Leonard Dozier bring the ball up against Marquette Winters. They get it to William Ames. He loses it off the floor. Loose ball, Rob Suter. Out to Kirkland. He traveled. Yes, he did. The freshman making a mistake there. Andre Kirkland traveled for Atlantic City, and it'll go back to the Hounds with 10.4 seconds left. 8 seconds, they got to get a shot. Dozier. They get it inside to Ames, off his arms, out of bounds. 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Let's see what the Vikings do here.
They're going to get it up the floor in a hurry and fire, Chuck.
They're going to look for Rob Suter here. They get it to Rob Suter. They get it to Robbie. Puts it on the floor. Puts it up at the buzzer. No good. Would have been good if it went at the end of the first period here in the Battle by the Bay, the final act. We're tied at 21, Atlantic City and Pleasantville. We'll be back right after this. The Vikings will inbound right in front of us. Rob Suter to Torrey Cavalieri, Kenny. First period, all we could ask for. Dead even game, Ken.
Yes, it was, but the Vikings are in a lot of foul trouble, Chuck.
Here's Suter. He can shoot the lights out. Up, no good. Rebound to Vinny. Up, no good. Rebound, Leonard Dozier. Rob Suter had a good look that time. Couldn't knock it down. Get it down to Everett Fleming. Everett Fleming. Side to Ames. Ames scores. 23-21. There's pressure. Rob Suter, wide open look, up no good. Rebound comes down to Conrad Burnside in the open floor. He scores. Scores in the open floor, 25-21. Burnside. They get it up to Harris. Harris travels. And Kenny, the Pleasantville pressure is bothering Atlantic City here. Pleasantville pressure is starting to bother Atlantic City. William Ames hasn't scored yet, has he, Ken?
No, he has not, Chuck.
Hasn't scored and his team's in front. So that's a good sign for Ken Leary. They've shut down William Pappy Ames, who comes in with about a 28-point per game scoring average. But it's been the rest of the Greyhounds who have done the work for Ken Leary. Here's Leonard Dozier with a turnaround shot up, no good. Rebound to Torrey Cavalieri, the freshman. Torrey Cavalieri brings it up. Gets it to Hakeem McCoy off to Mike Preston. Mike Preston gets travel. Traveling violation against Atlantic City. Into the game now, Kareem Harris comes in for Rob Suter. Leonard Dozier will inbound as the Hounds move right to left. Dozier gets it into William Ames. Ames back to Leonard Dozier. Leonard Dozier. Conrad Burnside. There's a good name. Everett Fleming. Atlantic City in a straight man. There's Burnside at the top of the key with Sean DeVinny on him. Burnside puts up the jumper over to Vinny and he hit it. Conrad Burnside makes it 27-21. Pleasantville.
And still no points out of their leading scorer.
William Ames commits a foul in the backcourt. Mo Griffin applauds that call.
We're going to be careful because that Lenny Corbin is a New Jersey State trooper, I believe, Chuck, so you don't want to mess with him.
No, and we both respect Mo so much, but he's got to calm down with the technical fouls. There's no question about that. There's a reach-in foul, Ken. A reach-in foul again against Pleasantville.
That was an Ames before that. That one right there is on
Burnside.
His second, Chuck.
15 foul on the Greyhounds. Atlantic City's already committed 10 team fouls.
I could say actually 11, but they stop at 10 because anything over 10 is a two-shot.
Torrey Cavalieri to Hakeem McCoy. Puts it up, no good. Rebound. The Vinny fights for it. They play volleyball, and it's run down by the Hounds. Pleasantville has it. And it's going to go back to Atlantic City. It's going to go back to Atlantic City. Kareem Harris is talking to the crowd. I'll tell you, this is what makes it great. Everybody yapping at each other in here. But Ken, you mentioned what a well-behaved crowd as well. Almost a steal. Ames almost had it. Cavalieri gets it back. Dribbles into traffic. Takes it to the hole. It's blocked. And a foul. A foul inside.
And that's going to be into Vinny, I think, Chuck. And that's his third.
Wow. Atlantic City in deep foul trouble now, Kenny.
That's who they call that on. That's absolutely right.
3 on DeVinny now.
Kirkland 3. DeVinny 3. Well, the Vikings are in some deep foul trouble. And the worst part about it is they're down 6 on the board.
James Gillen's going to come in now to replace Sean DeVinny. Mo Griffin does have a deep team, Ken, and he's played a lot of players this year.
Yes.
But right now, the foul situation hurting Atlantic City. Leonard Dozier will get 2 shots at the line for the Greyhounds. First shot up and in for Leonard Dozier. Dozier gets another and he hits. 29-21.
And the Greyhounds extend that lead, Chuck.
And here's the pressure, and it's bothered Atlantic City. Hakeem McCoy. McCoy puts a shot up and in. Hakeem McCoy hits a baseline jumper, makes it 29-23 Pleasantville. Ames. William Ames, Pappy Ames from the top of the key. He hits nothing but net. That's a three.
And I'll tell you what, if he gets his shots and he gets hot, he can shoot them from downtown Pleasantville.
32-23 Pleasantville. Kareem Harris. They give it to Torrey Cavalieri. Pleasantville in a straight man. Harris. They throw it to Cavalieri. Cavalieri takes a baseline. Tries to put up a shot. It's blocked. Harris has been hot early with threes. Up no good. Rebound stolen. Look at the freshman, Torrey Cavalieri, going and steal it between his legs. Kareem Harris inside to Preston. He puts it up and in.
Nice pass that time by Harris inside to Preston. He found that open man for the easy layup.
32-25 Pleasantville. 4:42 left in the second period. Leonard Dozier with a wide open look. No good. Rebound. Down to Gillen. Ball knocked out of bounds in front of us. It'll belong to Atlantic City. Pleasantville's going to take a timeout. We have a timeout on the floor here. 4:34 left in the second period to score. Pleasantville 32, Atlantic City 25. We'll be back with live coverage of the Battle by the Bay on Suburban Cable Channel 2 right after this. 25, Torrey Cavalieri in the corner out to Hakeem McCoy. Over to Kareem Harris. Harris into the baseline, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound, Michael Preston. It's blocked, but we have a foul. We'll have a foul, and Atlantic City will go to the line for two shots. Number 15 on Pleasantville is Curtis Palm. We've been misidentifying him. We were sorry he was not on the roster. So Curtis Palm is number 15 for the Greyhounds, and I thank our staff here at Suburban Cable Channel 2. What a night we put in. I'll tell you, it's not easy to do this, and we make history with this broadcast. Nobody else in the area can go live. Michael Preston at the line. This is the first. He'll get another.
We apologize to Curtis Palm. It took us a while. We're on the other side of the floor.
Second shot up around. No good. Rebound, Leonard Dozier. 32-25. Steal. Preston knocks it back to William Ames. William Ames brings it up against McCoy. Turnover. Good defense that time by the Vikings right in front of us. Bruce Campbell with the call. I like the way Bruce Campbell works a game.
Yeah, Chuck does a nice job.
He takes control, lets the players know right away.
And he lets the kids play a little bit.
Yes, he does.
Let them decide it. And I'm an advocate of that.
Oh, you want a lot of whistles, don't you?
No.
Mike Preston at the top of the key has it knocked away. There's a wide open look. Curtis Palm takes it in. He scores. Curtis Palm scores for the Hounds, and now they're up 9. 34-25. There's a foul against Palm as Hakeem Saunders tried to break the double team, and he drew the foul on Curtis Palm, and that'll put Atlantic City in the penalty. They'll go to the line. Pleasantville in the penalty, pardon me. Atlantic City go to the line for 1-1. Let's watch the replay here, Ken. Curtis Palm in the open floor scores for the Hounds, and now we'll go to the line. Packed house here, a complete sellout. Kenny, could they squeeze anybody else in here?
I don't think so, Chuck. They might be able to get somebody next to us here. I don't know. As long as it's not Country Jack Hagan, we're okay.
What a job Jack's done here tonight. There's nobody can do it like Jack. Rebound, shot up, miss, no good. Rebound, Everett Fleming. Here comes Pleasantville. William Ames. Ames puts it up. Draws the foul.
And that's going to be on Hakeem Saunders, his second.
Draws the foul. Pleasantville leads at 34-25. Jerry Fuller getting off Kenny Leary's bench. Hey, Ken, how about the job?
That was on Harris. That's his first.
How about the job Ken Leary's done? You know, he was talking about maybe getting out last year after those kids left. You lose players like Perry and Strickland.
Well, this team has gotten better and better, and by the time the tournament comes around,
watch out.
Watch out is right.
You know it when they went down to St. Augustine and lost by 3 on a controversial call at the end. William Ames makes the first. He'll get another. He gives Pleasantville a 10-point lead, 35-25. Second shot by Ames, up and good, 36-25 Pleasantville. Mike Preston in the open floor. Has it knocked away. Here come the Hounds. Conrad Burnside. Burnside into the lane. Has it knocked away. Belong to Atlantic City. Kenny Leary says, where's the foul?
He wanted to reach in there, but he didn't get it.
Didn't get it that time. 36-25. Pleasantville up 11. Atlantic City needs some offense. Foul trouble has really hurt the Vikings.
They only had 4 points in this period, Chuck. They got to pass the ball to get through this trap press, and they're doing a lot of dribbling.
There's McCoy. McCoy up the floor. Takes it to the basket, puts up the shot, up no good. Rebound fought for. Harris puts it up and in. Kareem Harris puts it up and in for Atlantic City, 36-27. There's Everett Fleming in the open floor. They're beating Atlantic City down the floor, Kenny. Yep. They're beating the Vikings down the floor. Fleming scores 38-27.
And again, that's the tempo they want.
Saunders inside, shot up and good. Number 34, James Gillen scored that time, Ken. Give that basket to Gillen. 38-29. Ames for 3. No good. Rebound. Saunders. He's going to take it to the basket. He draws a foul. Mo Griffin wants a goaltend. He's not going to get it.
No, absolutely. That
James Saunders took it to the basket and drew the foul.
That was clearly hit on the way up, I believe, Chuck.
You look over at that bench, all the inside scoring. Kirkland to Vinny. Let's watch the replay, Kenny.
That's Curtis Palm's third.
And Everett Fleming scores, and then off that, Everett Fleming taking it to the basket and scoring for the Greyhounds. On the line for the Vikings, James Saunders. First shot by Saunders, up and good. Saunders will get another. His team trails by 8, 2:31 left. Saunders makes the second, 38-31. There's Everett Fleming in the open floor. They get it inside to Conrad Burnside, puts up a shot, no good. Conrad Burnside puts up another shot, no good. Rebound is fought for, and a foul. James Gillen brought the ball down and was fouled
by Jerry Fuller, I believe, Chuck. That's his second.
And now Atlantic City has a chance to climb back in it at the foul line.
They'll shoot one at one here.
Look at these kids going for the board.
A lot of banging in there.
You think there's not some banging there? Good call that time, as there was some contact. At the line will be James Gillen for Atlantic City. 1-1. These are big free throws as Atlantic City, despite the fact they're in foul trouble, can climb back in, and first shot up, no good. Rebound's tapped in. Kareem Harris taps it in, 38-33.
Harris has responded well tonight, Chuck.
Mo Griffin has needed him, and he's come up huge. There's Conrad Burnside for 3. Conrad Burnside with a big three-pointer. 41-33 Pleasantville. Harris. Saunders. McCoy for 3. No good. Rebound fought for. Kareem Harris knocks it out of bounds and goes into the ball boys. It'll be Pleasantville ball. I'm sorry, that wasn't Harris. That was Gillen, who almost ran over those ball boys, Kenny.
That was
their eyes got pretty big there. Leonard Dozier brings it up for the Hounds. Chuck Betson, Ken Williams, live coverage. William Pappy Ames from the key. He hits. A three-pointer by Ames makes it 44-33.
And that's an 11-point lead now for that's the finish of the night.
Gillen up, no good. Rebound down to Pleasantville. Fuller. Fuller out to Ames. He's dangerous. No good. Rebound Fuller. He has it up. And then and a foul. And a foul. And a foul. And Jerry Fuller, Mo Griffin, dangerously close to getting a technical here.
I think we might have had one here, Chuck.
Let's watch the replay, Kenny. Ames had a wide open three. Ball came down. Jerry Fuller puts it up and in.
That foul's on 42.
And do we have a technical?
Yes, I think we do, Chuck. I don't think they know who the foul's on. Real question at the table.
Fuller made the basket. Now he converts the foul. And now there's some confusion with the officials.
The basket
counted. Yes.
Yes.
The basket counted. The goal was good. Well, Griffin out on the floor, pleading his case, and it is a technical foul. Well, Griffin picks up the technical, and Kenny, he served a one-game suspension for picking up 2 technicals against Chester, so he's got to be careful here. Fuller makes it. Now Pleasantville will inbound the basketball. Okay, the field goal was disallowed on the last play.
He gets 2.
He got 2 shots and a technical.
Yes.
This is Everett Fleming in front of us. Pleasantville up 13. Fleming takes it to the basket. Turns the ball over. 46-33 Pleasantville. A minute 11 left. Hasheem Saunders into the game. They've inbounded the ball. The players on the floor hesitated. They inbounded the ball. There's Saunders from McCoy. Out to Harris. Kareem Harris loses it. McCoy picks it up, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Gillen. He puts it up, no good. William Ames comes down with it. Ames to Leonard Dozier. Leonard Dozier in the open floor. Pushes it off inside to Fuller. He puts it up and in and a foul. Up and in and a foul. Jerry Fuller. And there's another technical foul on Mo Griffin. Let's watch the replay, Ken. I don't know if it's on Mo Griffin or not. There was another technical call. They dish off to Fuller. He puts it up and in.
Foul's on Harris. That's his second. Now there's a technical. I don't know who the technical's on, Chuck, but
two technicals here. So to come undone here, Atlantic City's losing its composure. Now we have a timeout. We have a timeout on the floor for 40 seconds. 48-33 Pleasantville. We'll be back right after this.
That might have been called on Harris.
Let Showtime take you away.
Suburban cable channel to a state of confusion out here.
He made the basket, Chuck. I think he's going to shoot one, and then I think it's a technical. And the question is, who was the technical on? I'm not sure. We'll try to find that out. And then it should be Pleasantville's ball.
All right. Jerry Fuller at the line. Misses that shot.
All right. Now we should be shooting the technical.
That's right. Fleming will shoot the technical. Fleming will shoot the technical. First shot up and good. 49-33. Boy, Pleasantville really done the job here in the first half. Second shot is good, 50-33.
And now it'll be Pleasantville's ball. Okay, that's exactly what. The question is, who was the technical on? I believe it was on Harris.
Okay. If it was on Mo Griffin, he'd have been ejected. Because he already has one. William Ames brings the ball over the timeline. Ames off the screen from Dozier. Inside to Leonard Dozier. Puts it up, no good, but he draws the foul. Draws the foul.
Foul's on Robert Suter, his first. And
he will go to the line. Pleasantville up by 17 here, Ken. They really opened it up in the second period.
Just it's shocking to me, Chuck, but they just have out-hustled the Vikings just all over the floor.
Dozier puts it up and in. He'll get another. And now we have Terrence Ames coming into the game. So he'll come in for Conrad Burnside. 51-33 Greyhounds. Second shot up and good. 19-point lead for the Pleasantville Greyhounds. Suter gets it over the timeline, gets it to Preston. Preston puts it up and in. 52-35. Here's Ames to Fleming. Inside to Fuller. Fuller scores. Joey Fuller scores inside. 54-35 Pleasantville. Saunders to Preston. At the buzzer, in and out. It would have counted. It would have counted had he hit it, but he didn't. And so, at the end of the first half, the score. Atlantic City trails Pleasantville 54-35. We'll be back with more of our coverage of the Battle by the Bay right after this.
In Augustine and Richland from February 14th through the 16th with some of the best scholastic schoolboy talent in the country. The three-day tournament will feature Mainland versus Soulbury Prep and St. Patrick's versus Redemption Christian on February 14th at 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. On February 15th at 1 p.m., Townsend Catholic meets Apsigami, and Morristown meets Redemption Christian at 3 p.m. At 5 p.m., it's a matchup of area powers, Atlantic City and St. Augustine, followed by Abington Friends and Woodrow Wilson at 7:30. Action concludes Saturday with Middle Township facing Franklin Learning Center. On February 16th, Wildwood Catholic meets Chestnut Hill at 12:30 p.m., with the Newport School facing Middle Township at 2:30 p.m. Legendary St. Anthony meets Camden Catholic at 4:30, and the Classic concludes with St. Augustine against Christian Brothers Academy at 6:30, and St. John Newman against Atlantic City at 8:30 p.m. That's the Atlantic Cape Classic from February 14th through the 16th. For ticket info, dial Rich Marcucci at 629-8243.
Into this, Hal, if I knew Hal, I'd probably be out there coaching.
You'd be out there drawing up the X's and O's. Kenneth Williams, what a job he's done with the Betson connection and also with the Atlantic City Seagulls, the heart and soul of our coverage here, really. And it's been a long evening, but we want to thank you for tuning in to Suburban Cable Channel 2. We wanted to do this live because it was a sellout. We wanted to give the entire community, entire greater Atlantic City area, a chance to look at this great event. And what a good event it is, Kenny. Just a lot of good feelings. You know, not one incident the entire night in here.
No,
a lot of excitement, though, Ken.
But I will tell you this. I don't know if the people are outside getting refreshments or not, but this gym has emptied out considerably. I guess a lot of people thought it was going to be a much closer game, and at this point, with a difference of 19 points, a lot of people looks like they've maybe left a little bit early.
Don't count Atlantic City out.
Absolutely not, Chuck.
Just yet,
no,
because we'll see when Mo Griffin gets his starters back on the floor. But Kenny Leary was waiting in the weeds for this game. He felt that his team maybe hasn't got the publicity that it deserves this year, and maybe he's right. But this has been a showcase for Pleasantville. Last year, we mentioned beating Shawnee and Atlantic City. Greyhounds, Kenny, are undefeated in this tournament. Here's Everett Fleming, and he goes and dunks. He dunks it over Kareem Harris. Oh, baby.
And if that foul's on Harris, that's his fourth, and that is a major blow because
he just took that right to the basket. See if we can watch that.
No, that foul's on Kirkland, but that's his fourth.
Wow.
So
what a first step by Everett Fleming.
You know, big decision for Coach Griffin.
He misses a foul, comes down, and that's the way it's going all night for Atlantic City. They had the rebound. Vinny had it and it went right off his hands.
Yes. What do you do? Do you take Kirkland out, which he has done? He's your offensive threat inside.
The Greyhounds just look quicker, stronger here tonight.
And much more determined.
Harris tries to get it to Preston, throws it away. Ames, a wide open look. No good. Rebound comes down to Hajim Saunders, and he'll run the offense. A 19-point Pleasantville lead. Atlantic City needs points quick. Harris for three, up no good. Rebound comes down. Conrad Burnside, down to Ames, knocked away. Kareem Harris saves it. Throws it down to DeVinny. Backcourt. Over and back against Atlantic City.
I don't know about that call, Chuck, because I think his foot was planted in that court when he caught the ball. Tough call to make from where he made it from.
William Ames, Pleasantville up 19. Ames in the lane. Down to Fuller. Fuller misses it. Preston. Ball's out of bounds. It'll stay with Pleasantville. Atlantic City slow on the handle, slow to the ball, Kenny. Could be tired. They played last night against Bishop Laughlin, and they looked out of sync in that second half last night.
They haven't played well in this tournament, Chuck.
It's almost a battle by the Bay Jinx on Atlantic City. Curtis Palm. With pressure from Preston. There's a steal by Harris. Maybe this can ignite Atlantic City. Harris takes it in and draws the foul. Foul on Leonard Dozier.
The second, that's good foul, Chuck. He wanted the layup, went for the ball, and save the easy layup. Now make Harris get the two from the line.
Reed Harris at the line for two. I'll tell you what, Atlantic City needs Sean DeVinny to get in this game, Ken. They got to get him active down low, try to get him to use his body and get in this basketball game.
He has 1 point, Chuck. That's all.
1 point on the night.
He's got
Sean DeVinny.
He's got to be a dominant force inside.
56-35. Harris tying his shoes at the line here.
Oh, wait a minute. Your keyboard. No. You're working on problem yet, right? Don't tell me the problem yet.
Harris at the line for 2 shots. First shot up and in. He's really been the only one that's shown up offensively tonight, Ken, for Atlantic City.
That's his 15th point, Chuck, and all the rest of the Vikings, with the exception of Kirkland, has 8, and he's been in foul trouble, and he's back on the bench now.
Second shot by Harris, in and out. Rebound Preston. Puts it up and in. So there's a 3-point play for Atlantic City. Makes it 56-37. 56-37. Vikings down 19. Conrad Burnside on the baseline. Throws it out to Ames. Ames with a head fake. Puts it up, no good. Rebound down to Preston. Michael Preston being pressured. Gets it down the floor to Saunders. Saunders to Preston. 3-point shot by Saunders, up no good. Rebound, Mike Preston. Preston puts it up, draws a foul. Mike Preston takes it to the basket and draws a foul. That'll be a 2-shot shooting foul, and he can get the Vikings to within 16.
I don't know, Chuck, whether it would be smart enough for the Vikings to drop out of this press, because Pleasantville's beating it, and they're beating it for the easy shot at the other end.
They have been the quicker team on the floor.
Yeah, they may be better off just to pack it in a little bit and force them to come down and run a set offense.
Maybe go to that 2-3 zone that we've seen Mo Griffin use at times effectively this year.
And try to trap in a corner, yes.
Preston misses the foul, get another. Second shot by Preston, no good. It's short on both of them. Leonard Dozier. Inside to William Ames. Puts it up and in. William Ames scores. Makes it 58-38. Pleasantville up 20.
If someone would have told me they would have been up by this many points and William Ames only just got his 10th point, I would say no way, but that's exactly what's happened tonight.
Preston on the baseline. Saunders, Harris, into Kirkland. Nice pass from Kareem Harris. He's played well tonight. 58-40.
Well, he's got to hit a few 3-pointers here and try to ignite this Viking offense.
Burnside into Palm. Steps out of bounds, and it belongs to Atlantic City. Atlantic City down 18.
Coach Larry hollering for he won the foul call, but he's not going to get it.
.58-40 Pleasantville. 5:28 left. Inside to Kirkland, and now the freshman scores. Andre Kirkland makes it 58-42. Atlantic City putting on a little run here. Everett Fleming has it knocked away by DeVinny. DeVinny up to Saunders. Saunders has Preston. Takes it to Michael Preston, and he scores. And 58-44, an Atlantic City run. And Pleasantville wants to stop it right now. Kenny Leary's going to take a timeout with 4:59 left in the third. The score, the Atlantic City Vikings trail Pleasantville 58-44. We'll be back right after this. The Bay, we'll watch that last break. Saunders gets it to Preston, puts it in. That made it 58-44, Kenny. Pleasantville up 14. Good time out there by Kenny Leary, I thought.
Very good timeout, Chuck. He wants to stop that. They had run off 5 in a row, I believe, and he wanted to gather his troops, get a little composure, and get them back.
Curtis Palm down to Burnside. Conrad Burnside.
They're just beating this press, Chuck. I
They're just quicker.
I just think he's got to come out of the press because they're beating it for the layup.
60-44, they get it down to high. Stolen by Leonard Dozier. Leonard Dozier with the steal. They get it to Ames. He's dangerous from there, and he hits the three. William Pappy Ames with a three-pointer makes it 63-44. What a timeout there. Ken Leary called timeout. His team puts up 5 points after the timeout. Harris scores. Green Harris makes it 63-46. Still in the press, Ken. Dozier brings it across, double teamed. Everett Fleming to Ames, to Dozier. Conrad Burnside, he's been on fire tonight. A three-pointer by Conrad Burnside. That gives Pleasantville a 20-point lead. 66-46. They have really played well. It's a pass to DeVinny and a foul. A block foul on Leonard Dozier. Ken, you might be critical of Atlantic City's play, but I'll tell you, Pleasantville really played well.
They played outstanding.
Wow.
That's the fourth foul, Chuck, on Dozier, so he'll have to come out. Pleasantville has been absolutely outstanding. They've made their shots. They're hitting their three-pointers. They're hustling all over the floor. I mean, it's very obvious that this game means more to them, at least from my standpoint, than it does to the Vikings.
Harris for three. Up, no good. Rebound, Everett Fleming. 66-46. Pleasantville up 20, and they turn it over. 3:45 left. Really, the difference in this game has been 33-14. Pleasantville outscored Atlantic City in that second period, Kenny.
Yes, first period was dead even at 21, and that's the type of game I thought we were going to have. And the Vikings got in foul trouble in that second period, and it had to sit Harris, Kirkland, and Vinny, and Pleasantville took that momentum right away from anything Atlantic City had, and they have never lost it, and they've just...
Ball's knocked out of bounds. A turnover. Atlantic City turns it over. 66-46. Burnside. Against the pressure. Over to William Ames. William Ames. Conrad Burnside for three. Up, no good. Rebound. And that's the way it's going all night for Atlantic City. Hashim Saunders had it. Went off his knee. Pleasantville will retain possession. The Greyhounds lead it by 20. 66-46. There's a turnover. Saunders going to take it in and score. Hashim Saunders scores. 66-48. Here's Ames. Right back down the floor. William Ames. Against Kirkland. William Ames will take the three. No good. Rebound Sean DeVinny. DeVinny to Saunders. They get it up to Kirkland. Kirkland's going to take it up. And it's blocked by Conrad Burnside. What an athletic play. The freshman took it up. Had it blocked. Curtis Palm. Up no good. Akeem McCoy. To Torrey Cavalieri. Deep, nice pass inside. DeVinny taps it up and in. Is that the first field goal for Sean DeVinny, Kenny? William Ames has it knocked away. Loses the ball. It belonged to Atlantic City.
First field goal of the night for him.
We have to have Sean DeVinny get more than one field goal. He's got to get into the offense. 66-50. Atlantic City had it to 14. They can cut it to 14 again, or maybe 13 with a three. Still a lot of time left. 2:33 left. They get it up to Harris. Harris going to take it into DeVinny. And DeVinny dunks it. We mentioned we needed to get him in the offense. They beat you down to Florida. Burnside, he misses. 66-52, Atlantic City down 14. There's Kareem Harris now. Over to Torrey Cavalier. To McCoy. McCoy, wide open look. He hits. Hakeem McCoy, and all of a sudden, it's a 12-point game, Kenny.
Yeah, here they come.
Don't go away. Fuller to Burnside to Ames. Conrad Burnside has it blocked, deflected a little bit. William Everett, he draws the foul. I'm sorry, Everett Fleming. Everett Fleming got the offensive rebound, and he drew the foul.
That's on Andre Kirkland, the freshman. That's his second. He'll shoot this, but that's only the team's second.
Marquette Winters in the game for Mo Griffin. Atlantic City down by 12. A minute 53 left in the third on Suburban Cable Channel 2's live historic coverage of the Battle by the Bay. First shot up and good by Everett Fleming. He'll get another. Second shot up and good. 68-54. Pleasantville up 12. Atlantic City has trailed by as many as 20. Almost a backcourt there, and it is a classic backcourt violation. Pleasantville gets it back with a minute 45 left. They're up 14. Curtis Palm throws it away. Pleasantville getting a little anxious here, Kenny. They're up 14. They don't have to hurry.
No, they don't. Vikings can cut it to 12 here, Chuck.
Yes, they can.
They cut it to 12. If they can get this
very interesting. If they get it down to maybe 10.
Yeah, they can get this to
be an interesting fourth quarter.
Down to 8 or 10, and then he can bring the two kids in foul trouble off the bench. Could be a very interesting finish.
Sean DeVinny swings it to Torrey Cavalieri. Cavalieri throws it away. Made a bad decision there. There's Burnside up and in. Wow. Do they get the ball off the court quick?
Sure do.
They motor it up. 70-54. Wow, I'll tell you, they're quick. There's a steal by Ames. Watch him go in for the dunk. Oh, it's a tomahawk. William Pappy Ames with a tomahawk slam dunk. That brought down the house.
Yes, it did.
I knew he was going to throw it down, too.
And he threw it down big time, left-handed.
Tomahawk, Kobe Bryant style, NBA, slam dunk. 72-54, Pleasantville back up by 18. Sean DeVinny takes it in, offensive foul DeVinny. And there's frustration there. You can see that Sean is frustrated because he hasn't been in the offense, Ken.
And that's his fourth, Chuck.
Fourth on Sean DeVinny. 72-54, Pleasantville. Fuller on DeVinny. He's got to be careful. He's got 5-4, and that's why. You see, very wise move there. Jerry Fuller took it right at Sean DeVinny, knowing that Sean DeVinny has 4. Saunders scores. 74-56. Pleasantville look at the hole for 1 here. Of course, I say that, and there's a steal by DeVinny. Ball's knocked away. 74-56, 16.1 seconds left in the third. Has a little trouble getting it in. On the baseline, foul. Everett Fleming went down on the baseline and drew the foul.
Could be that foul could be on any one of 3 players, Chuck. I don't know who he called it on. I think he called it on Marquette Winters. That's his first. We'll shoot 2 here.
74-56. 9.5 seconds left in the third. Everett Fleming will shoot 2 for the Greyhounds. First shot up, around and in. Let's watch the replay, Kenny. Watch this. William Ames. Send this to the NBA slam dunk, huh? Tomahawk.
Put that baby back and down through.
Tomahawk. Second shot around and out. Sean DeVinny with a rebound. 75-56. Atlantic City pushes it up. Saunders. Nice move by Hashim Saunders. But look at this. Burnside wide open. No foul because the buzzer sounded. There was a foul, but the buzzer sounded and Bruce Campbell waved it off. Burnside got hurt on that play. At the end of 3 periods here in the battle by the Bay, the score. Pleasantville 75, Atlantic City 58. We'll be back with more right after this. Let's watch the replay of that dunk again, Kenny. William Pappy Ames slams it down. We're back with live action. Pleasantville leads it by 17, 75-58. Atlantic City near turnover there. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Vikings. Hashim Saunders, Kareem Harris will inbound it. We have not seen Rashawn Kirkland, Kenny, much at all in the second half.
No, he's got foul trouble early, Chuck. He's sitting there with 4, and just a matter of when they put him back in.
Marquette winners. Harris, jumper from the top of the key, around, in and out. Rebound, foot for Hashim Saunders hustles to get it, and we have a foul against the Greyhounds.
Saunders is hustling, Chuck. He had picked up
really
6 points, yes.
Hashim Saunders giving it all out here tonight for the Vikings. Michael Preston on the bench as well, Ken. I think he's going to have to get Preston or Kirkland back in this game. Peter Hunter will inbound it. Hunter to DeVinny. Swing it to Harris. To Hunter. Back to Harris. Pleasantville now in his zone. Over to Hunter. And swing it to Harris. Harris tries to go baseline. It's not there. Swings it back to Saunders. Saunders to Hunter. Hunter will put up his shot. Up, no good. Rebound to Vinny. He misses. Rebound Harris. He hits. 75-60. Here comes the Greyhounds down to Everett Fleming. He's wide open. Rebound down to DeVinny. Sean DeVinny with the rebound. Nobody to give it to. So he brings it up himself over to Kareem Harris. Kareem will pull up for 3. They need it. He can't get it. DeVinny aims in and out. It'll belong to Atlantic City.
Get a little physical out here, Chuck.
And Rob Suter into the game. Now, good move here. Is
they need a shooter. That's exactly
right.
Shooter
in the game. See if Rob Suter can drop down a couple threes with Pleasantville in that zone now. 75-60. Pleasantville. DeVinny. Harris knocked away. Ames. No good. Rebound to Harris. Kareem Harris behind his back. Has it knocked? Offensive foul, Kareem Harris.
Chucky went 1-on-4 that time.
Out of control that time.
He went 1-on-4, and that's his 4th.
No question about it. Good call. Sean Kirkland going to come in now for Marquette winners.
I guess at this point, Coach Griffin's got to let it
play him now. He's down 15.
Go because
down 15 with 6 minutes left.
And he's got 3 players with 4, so he's got to go after him now.
Curtis Pond. Curtis Pond to Leonard Dozier. He knows DeVinny has 4. Dozier puts it up and in. He got the roll. 77-60. Saunders to Harris over to Suter. So Rashawn Kirkland walks. That's the way it's going all weekend for Atlanta.
Yes, it has, Chuck. This has not been their tournament.
$77-60. William Ames. For 3. He can hit that. He does. You can't give him that. You can't give him that. 80-60 off the 3 from William Ames. Suter. Takes it up. No good. Rebound, Jerry Fuller. Jerry Fuller, 3-on-1. Takes it to the hole and scores. And now it's just showtime for Pleasantville.
Never ever
Bo
expected
Griffin
this,
wants a timeout. 82-60. The Pleasantville Greyhounds come over here and made a statement. We'll be back with more of the Battle by the Bay on Suburban Cable right after this. Let's watch the replay here, Kenny. This is just, nobody got back for Atlantic City. 3-on-1, and Fuller scored. Pleasantville's been quicker. They've been the hungrier team all night long.
Yeah, Chuck, they just played. I just can't say enough about the Greyhounds tonight.
Wow.
If they play like this down the stretch, there's not a lot of teams in this area that are going to beat them, and they got a real good shot at getting back into the Group 2 finals. Again, I don't know who the Group 2 teams are to beat, but they got to be reckoned with right now.
Defending Group 2 champions. They won it 2 years in a row. Made it to the Tournament of Champions where they lost that tough game to Shawnee. They were 1-1 with Shawnee last year. Cavalieri to McCoy. Keen McCoy on the baseline. They get it to Kirkland. Kirkland with a short jumper. He hits. Shot Kirkland, 82-60. Ames spins away from McCoy. Out to Dozier. Leonard Dozier, top of the key, almost a turnover. Fuller loses it. It'll belong to Atlantic City. 82-60 to 4:47 left. Here come the Vikings, moving right to left. Torrey Cavalieri will bring it up.
Chuck, a lot of people leaving behind us there.
McCoy, head fakes. Over to Cavalieri, three-point shot, up and in. Torrey Cavalieri hits a three, makes it 82-65. They throw it long down the floor. Everett Fleming scores. Everett Fleming, 84-65. Pleasantville again beats Atlantic City down the floor. Preston has it knocked away. They get it down to Fuller. He scored. Jerry Fuller scored. It's at 86-65. Kirkland with a jump shot, up no good. Rebound Jerry Fuller. Fuller over to Ames. Dozier. Penny Leary wants him to hold it out now a little bit and run some clock. Curtis Palm. Leonard Dozier. Down to Fuller, he scored. He's had a big night, Kenny. Jerry Fuller's had a huge night.
At 14, Chuck.
88-65. McCoy for three. Up, no good. Rebound Fuller. Cavalieri tries to steal it, doesn't get it. Everett Fleming. Everett Fleming. A block foul. Block foul is going to be called against Atlantic City.
That's McCoy's first. Team 6, I believe, so that'll be on the side. I think Pleasantville's going to call a timeout, Chuck.
Pleasantville takes a timeout with 3:16 left. In the battle by the Bay, it's been all Greyhounds, 88-65. We'll be back right after this.
Let's show
65, 3:16 left in the fourth. They get it into Fuller. Fuller to Palm. See the clock in the screen. Curtis Palm drives it, puts it up, draws the foul.
It's going to be another foul on McCoy. The second, that's a two-shotter, but that's also the seventh, so the Greyhounds will shoot 1-1 from here on out.
Curtis Palm will go to the line for Pleasantville. Up and in, he'll get another. Second shot up, no good. Rebound, Michael Preston. 89-65. Vinny with the rebound. He puts it up and in. Sean Devaney puts it up and in, 89-67. Steele. Saunders can't get it. Preston draws the foul. Michael Preston will go to the line for 2.
I think that'll be on Fleming. It's his first.
89-67. This game was tied at 21 at the end of the first period, but then a 33-14 run. The second period by Pleasantville, Ken, and Atlantic City could never recover.
No, in the third period, Pleasantville outscored 24-23. So the first period and the third period were really even periods. It was that big second period.
Preston at the line, he'll get another, and he hits. 89-69, Vikings down 20. 2:43 left. Dozier brings it up for the Greyhounds. Palm behind his back. Stolen by Harris. Green Harris puts it up, draws a foul. Harris will go to the line for 2 shots.
They need some threes, Chuck. They gotta cut this lead in a hurry, and that gets that Fleming's second foul.
Hey Ken, as we wind down here, tremendous 2 days of basketball.
Tremendous crowd, Chuck.
And you know,
tremendous tournament.
And for people who say they won't come out and support events, they certainly have come out to the Battle by the Bay. You saw the kind of crowd we got in here tonight. First shot rolls around and in for Harris. He's played hard tonight for the Vikings, Ken.
Yes, he has. He's been. This will be his. That was his 20th point. This will be 21 if he makes it.
21 points on the night for Kareem Harris. The problem is he didn't get any help. And his team was beaten down the floor time and again by the Greyhounds. Dozier to Fuller. He puts it up and in. No defense at all that time. 91-71. Ajim Saunders. In the corner, Harris. Devaney runs it down. Sean Devaney puts it up, no good. Rebound, McCoy, no good. Dozier forced out of bounds. (91-71). Pleasantville may hit 100 here. Ames to Fleming, up no good. Fleming taps it in.
Chuck, they can do nothing wrong.
Wow. Everett Fleming, 93-71. McCoy, no good. Here they come again. There's nobody back. Here's Ames.
Ames for 3. What do you see
They
here?
pull up. There it is for a tray. No good. Rebound down to Palm. He loses it. And he fouls. And Ajim Saunders will go to the line. 93 points, Kenny. And Pleasantville's put up some points this year.
If that's on Palm, they have it for 5, right? That's his 5th. So he leaves the game with 10.
Kenny, at the end of the third period, it looked like Conrad Burnside might have injured himself. And he's over on the end of the Pleasantville bench now.
Yeah, they have crutches, Chuck. So
I hope that injury's not serious. Saunders makes the first, he'll get another.
Yeah, he's definitely in street clothes, and he has a set of crutches there. So let's hope that there was nothing serious, and it's nothing more than a sprain, and ice will correct it.
In and out. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Atlantic City. 93-72. We have 62 seconds left. They get it to Devaney. Devaney turnaround up, no good. Rebound comes down to Harris. Head fake Kareem. Harris scores. Harris scores, makes it 93-74. Down to Dozier. Dozier to Fuller. Fuller's fouled. Almost put it up and in. And the way things have gone, that I am surprised that didn't go down.
You're right, Chuck. And that's
Kareem Harris coming out of the game.
yeah, foul on number 25 that time.
He played hard tonight, Kenny Kareem Harris.
Boy, yes, he did. He finishes up with 23, Chuck.
23 on the night for Kareem Harris. Shot up no good. Rebound to Vinny. Get it down. Saunders for three. Up no good. Rebound out to Pleasantville. They take it down the floor and they score.
And that was Khalif Roberts on the two.
Roberts makes it 95-74. Shot up from the corner, no good. Dozier with a rebound. Leonard Dozier in the open floor. Gets it to Fuller. Fuller puts it up and in. 97-74. And the Hounds are close to hitting 100. Cavalieri has it knocked away on the baseline, and it'll remain Atlantic City basketball. And now Kenny Leary going to empty his whole bench. William Ames comes out. Leonard Dozier comes out. What a night for the Pleasantville Greyhounds.
That's Johnny Drakeford in the game. Chester Brathwaite in the game. And I didn't pick up that third player that came in, Chuck.
97-74.
And number 33 we don't have on our roster, so we apologize for that.
McCoy for three. Up no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Atlantic City retained possession. Boy, not too many teams come in here and put up 97. A disastrous weekend for Atlantic City, Ken. You know, coming in, they had a chance to ensure home court. They're looking for 100. Shot up and good. There it is, 99.
I don't know who that is.
That was Jamal Stratton. Jump shot Atlantic City up and good. 99-74 steal. Cavalier scores as well. Cavalier scores. And here's the final buzzer here. Final chapter of the battle by the Bay in a stunner. The Pleasantville Greyhounds come in here and defeat Atlantic City 99-79. It was an even game after one, tied at 21, but then the Greyhounds outscored Atlantic City 33-14.
We're back with the Bets and Connection Cape Atlantic League wrap-up show. Got a great show for you today. You're snowed in. So what? A great doubleheader following this show. Rowan versus Stockton, Pleasantville versus St. Augustine. When you watch Pleasantville, St. Augustine, you'll see these two gentlemen seated next to me. The guard for the Greyhounds, Noel Gonzalez, and the silky smooth forward, Clifton Jones. Gentlemen, welcome to the Bets and Connection.
Thanks a lot, Chuck.
All right, a big win Thursday night against St. Augustine. Noel, we'll start with you first. Why so much emotion? You guys are usually emotionless out there.
Well, they beat us the first game. We felt they should never beat us. A couple calls didn't go our way. We didn't play good up there. And we just felt we had to beat them this time, and we had to use emotion. That's the only way we could beat them this time. And we just practiced with emotion that week, and Larry talked us, watched the film, we watched the mistakes we did, and we were just pumped up that game.
Clifton, talk about it. You usually don't have too much emotion. You were getting into it with the crowd and your teammates. Talk about this new emotional side of the Pleasantville Greyhounds.
We thought we were going to have to use emotion this week because when we went up there, we was like tentative and everything, and they crowd and they fans got on us. So I guess we was more emotion. We was more up for the game than they were because what happened down there, their fans was on us and everything.
I want to ask you both. Did their fans intimidate you guys the last time you played down there? Noel, did they get to you?
Yeah, they got to me.
They did. You're admitting it now.
Yeah, they got to me with that overrated stuff and all that.
So mentally, they played a little mind games. Clifton, did their fans get to you a little bit too?
No, they didn't get to me because I just blocked it out. Like Larry tells, just block it out. Only thing you're going to hear is the good things.
Okay.
So I didn't hear the negative.
Noel, you stepped up 25 against St. Augustine. I guess they're trying to take other options away. And when you're hitting that outside jumper, it seems to make everything go well for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, I think I had a good game Thursday night, and everybody just had a good game. Everybody stepped up. Like Clifton had his average game. Jamar had his average game. Rob, they let him play. And just Brian just came in and gave us a great lift off the bench. And it just everything just fell in. The puzzle fed in.
Okay. Noel, we had a question about where you want to go to school. You're a pretty good baseball pitcher. Have any schools approached you? What are you looking at? Do you want to play baseball and basketball in college?
Yeah, I want to go to hopefully to a good Division II program that I could play both. And nobody has really talked to me yet. I'm just waiting. Hopefully I don't wait too long.
Okay. Clifton, let's talk about your decision. You're going to Duquesne, the Atlantic 10 Conference. It's an up-and-coming conference, no question about it. The number 1 team in the country is in the Atlantic 10. Duquesne in the city of Pittsburgh. You'll probably get good media exposure. Talk about your decision to attend Duquesne.
Yeah, I went down there, and I think it was November. I like the city and everything. It's right by Pittsburgh University, Three Rivers.
Stadium
nice
right there.
The coaches, the coaching staff is nice. The players, the fans out there. It was just a good atmosphere to be around. So I like their style of basketball. That I think I'm going to fit right in with the team.
They like the up-tempo style, the program there now, correct?
Yeah, it's just like our team. They run a little motion, but most time they press. And they just find their best offense is they press. So.
All right, we'll take a call, and then we'll go to the highlights. Lamar from Pleasantville, you're on the Betson Connection.
Yeah, how y'all doing? This is Lamar Fish. You know we from Pleasantville High School. I would like to ask Clifton Noel, how would it do against the 2 tough games they come up in February 10th and 11th, Shawnee and Atlantic City at the Battle by the Bay?
Okay, Lamar, thanks for that call. Hang up and listen. You guys, you got 2 tough games. Saturday night, Atlantic City High School last year, and that game, overtime, it was a great game. And then Shawnee. Noel, you take the matchup with Atlantic City. What are you looking for in that game?
I think it's going to be a tough game, but we're going to come off on top. And Shawnee, they're going to give us a great game. And hopefully we can pull that one out. We got to play a good game last year. We didn't make no shots last year. I think we was a little nervous, and no shots went in. Hopefully they go in this year.
Clifton, what about the matchup with Shawnee? You been waiting all summer for this one?
Yeah, last year they beat us, but they beat us 40-60, but it wasn't that big of a margin if we look at the tape. But we shot very poor that game. So I think if we shoot better, we'll hang with them, and if it be close, I think we're gonna finally win a close game because they coming closer to our town. We're gonna have more home fans than they are.
In other words, you think there'll be a lot of Pleasantville people inside the gym for the Battle by the Bay. And Pleasantville people, you better get your tickets this week because they're going to go, and there's not going to be any more than 1,800 people inside that gymnasium. So you got to pick up your seats this week for the Battle by the Bay. Noel and Clifton want you to watch the monitor because we're going to run some highlights from Thursday night's victory over St. Augustine. There you see the motion offense inside the Rob. Rob was still in the game at this point, you guys. He didn't get in foul trouble yet. Clifton, tell us about the press you guys put on.
When we went up there, we played man-to-man. So they broke our press a little bit easier. So this time we wanted to up-tempo the game more. So we pressed them for 4 quarters, and I guess we had the tempo all 4 quarters, I guess.
You really set the pace early, Noel, stealing the ball in the press.
Yeah, that whole week we knew we had to press them because we knew they was vulnerable to the press, and they don't got that good ball handlers. So we know we had to deny and had to take them out the game. And hopefully we can get a couple steals and turn the game to an up-tempo game.
Yeah, there's a 3-point shot they hit early there. Noel, here you are on the open floor. What are you looking to do here? Take it to the hole, right?
Yeah.
You like to get the ball on the open floor like that?
Yeah, because I can create, and if I ain't open, I just pass it and give it to Clifton or Jamar. They usually be open on the court.
And there's that open 3-pointer as well. When you have that 3-point shot, you're not afraid to take it, Noel.
Nah, not in close games.
There you see inside Yoder. He didn't have much of a game at all. There's a steal. You knocked it away from Yoder, and Noel Gonzalez misses. But look at James Brown on the offensive boards throwing it down. There's a drive by St. Augustine. They hung tough after falling behind early. There's James Brown with the steal. There's Noel underneath, and Brown takes it to the basket, and there's William Ames with a slam dunk. Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, I think you guys may have set a record for dunks in this game, and the fans over there really love the slam dunk, don't they, Clifton?
Yeah, they like the dunk. We think that's the best play. For the crowd, I want to just thank the crowd for it because I think that was the best game they ever cheered for us. I never seen the crowd that up for a game.
You're talking about the crowd Thursday night at Pleasantville High School. You sensed it right away that they were behind you, or maybe sometimes this year they sort of, well, they're up 30, we expect them to be up 30. But the Thursday night crowd was really into that ball game.
Yeah, I never seen them that up. up for a game my whole 4 years. I've been playing varsity for 4 years, and I've never seen them up for a game.
What led to that, Clifton? Because they had beat you the first time, do you think? Is that basically, or was there more to it?
Yeah, I guess it was because they beat us and they was cheering. They crowd chants about our crowd. I guess the crowd wanted better just to get back at them. I guess they did.
All right, here you see more pressure inside. There's a kid. I want you to talk about this kid, Clinton, James Clinton. He's from Pleasantville, ended up at St. Augustine.
Yeah,
Have you played against him before, Clifton?
Yeah, Jim Clinton, he's going to be a good player. Only a sophomore.
Okay.
He's tough.
What do you think of him?
He's tough. He's going to be a good player.
There's Jamar Perry with an emphatic slam dunk. Oh, look at this play. What is this? William Ames from Jamar Perry, Pleasantville Showtime. Inside to Clifton. There's Clifton at the line. A miss. And a putback by Brian Aikens. Talk about the game he had, Clifton Jones.
It was just unbelievable. I couldn't believe he played that well. I think he was a player of the game. It was unbelievable. Rob came out and we didn't miss a beat because he just stepped right in and just filled in.
All right, we'll take one call and we have to go to a break. We'll take Perry from Peeville. You're on the Betson Connection.
Hey, how you doing there, Chuck?
All right, Perry, turn your TV down for me, all right?
I did that already, yeah. We straight, I want to talk to my players. I coach both of these kids. And, Clifton and, Gonzalez, what I mean? I'm really proud of y'all two guys. I want to really talk to y'all too. Gonzalez, I remember the game when I came to you when we was in Galloway Township. You remember that game, beginning of the game? When I came to you and I told you you're going to have to be up for this game, and you got all those interceptions, and we beat Galloway Township, and you got a lot of interceptions, a lot of catches. Clifton, I remember you mainly when we went down there against Huff down there for the Atlantic City Dolphins, and you was at quarterback. These two kids play football just as well as basketball. These are athletes. Clifton, remember you was throwing those hard passes, downfield 60-yard passes, and Perry was catching them. You know what I mean? Y'all guys, they keep the emotion going. I always kept y'all pumped up. I remember the days when I used to ride through the neighborhood and get the athletes that I see and bring them out there and put them in sports. And y'all guys are proud of y'all. Keep the emotion going. I've always pumped y'all up. Y'all know how I am. Clifton, I remember you also today when you started to quit. And what did I tell you? I brought you back. Coach Hakova didn't care. I went and got you because I knew that you was an athlete. That goes to Clifton. And you know what I mean? And I remember the day I got your equipment back, brought you back out there. We went to Atlantic City and you was throwing all those touchdown passes against Huff Royal. And we waxed in.
All right, Perry, thanks for checking in. I think you guys started off playing some football, right? But I guess probably basketball is the sport you like a little better?
Yeah.
Okay. Clifton Jones headed for Duquesne. I can't thank you enough for making the Betson Connection. Noel Gonzalez,
Thanks a lot,
best of
Chuck.
luck to you as the season continues. We got more tonight. We're going to hear from the big fella, Rob Strick, but also have Rich Marcucci. You want to bring Ken Leary back as well. You're watching the Betson Connection, Simon's Cable Channel 2. CAL wrap-up show. We'll be back with more right after this.